right? So today is the demo 3. In demo 3, let us go and then continue in creating the AWS account, and then uh, I will walk you through the AWS management console. And tomorrow, let us start our first service, that is IAM, identity and then access management. But before that, we should have to complete the AWS account creation, meaning the 12 months free subscription, how we can get it. And also we have to, you know, log into the console and then go through the console to learn few things in console. Then we will go on to the our IAM service. Okay. However, this is the demo 3, isn't it? So today's agenda is, so let me write the today's agenda. So today's agenda is creating a free account subscription for 12 months. And then we have to go through the AWS management console. In AWS management console, we have to see the few things like favorites, and then Cloud Shell, and then recently visited services, and then build a solution, and then AWS console mobile app, and then AWS search feature. So these are all the things that we have to know from the AWS management console point of view. Then we'll work on AWS budget alarm. Why I am discussing this? Because these are as part of the cloud practitioner certification concepts. Okay, so first, now let us see how to create a free account. Carefully observe. Let me open the documentation for a while. I already have taken a step-by-step notes I prepared with the each and every level what to be entered and all. Let me open the documentation. Just a quick. First of all, before subscribing to this AWS console, you guys have to be with a valid email ID. Either it is Gmail, either it is Outlook, whatever it is, but you should be with a valid email ID. So go and then create a valid email ID first. That may be Gmail or Outlook, whatever it is. So type this amazon.com/free. So go to the browser. Let me take an incognito window, and then let me type aws.amazon.com/free. Just type free. Right. When we type free, we got this console where it is allowing us to create a free account. Featured startups may be eligible for AWS credits. For example, if I have a company where I'm a startup company, if I want a subscription, then AWS is giving the credits. But for that, I have to enter my director identification number and then the TAN number, meaning company related proofs I have to enter. So we are not belongs to this category. We are individual. We are learners, right? AWS console or AWS learners we are. So we will go as a individual. And if you can see, explore more than 100 products and start building on AWS using the free tier. 3 different types of free offers are available. depending on the product used. Click icon below to explore our offers. Free trials, 12 months free subscription, and always free. This always free is obviously not came to us. We just click on this always free, DynamoDB, AWS Lambda, and Amazon SNS. So couple of always free services are here. Always free till what? Till the specified limit here, right? Always free till what? Till the specified limit, right? And every month those limits will come to our account. Meaning, for example, Amazon CloudWatch or Amazon CloudFront 1 TB of data transfer out. So 1 TB of data transfer out, and 10 lakhs, probably 10 lakhs STP or HTTPS request, 20 lakhs CloudFront functional invocations. Some limits are there. Within that limits, they are always free. Similarly, we have the services which are 12 months free. So see this featured 12 months free, always free, and then trials. 12 months free. Again, Amazon, DynamoDB, AWS, SNS, all these came to us, right? So for example, 3, 3, 6 plus 3, 9, and then 5, meaning around 45. Around 45 services are 12 months free for us. Okay, so these are the offers they were given. Let us see how we can get those offers, and then how we can create our free account. Fine. So step 1, I was entered the amazon.com/free, then got this create free tier account, free account page, and these are the free tier details I have shown you, right? So free tier details filtered by either 12 months free or always free or trials. We have to select the feature to see the the services that are free. Okay, however, now let us choose or let us go for a 12 months free. Fine, 12 months subscription. What I mean to say is fine. So these are all the services. Now step 3, click on create a free account. Make sure before doing this activity, you must be with a valid email ID with you. You must be with a valid email ID. However, just create a free account. Right. So when we click on create free account, then it opened the page like, sign up for AWS. This is the page it opened. Sign up for AWS. Here, what we need to do, we need to enter the email ID, root user email ID. Carefully observe, please. Specifically given for us like root user email ID. So this is our what I can say is a step 3, but this step 3, let us say basic information. This is for entering the basic information. Okay, so account, root account. So if we can go and then see here, we will be with the root user email address used for account recovery and some administrative functions. In AWS, we have the 2 users. For example, let me go to AWS Management Console. Okay, I was already been logged in. Let me go to AWS Management Console, and then let me log out from here. I will log out. So just let me log out and then click on this sign into the console. Now you can see 2 users here, root user, IAM user. So root user meaning account owner, right? That performs tasks requiring unrestricted access. That means root user meaning your AWS management console or the AWS account owner who will get the billings, who will pay for the services that we used, right? So that user is called the root user. Basically, super admin we can understand. This user is called as like a super admin. This super admin can create other users using the service called identity and access management. So the users created with the service called IAM, that is identity and access management. Such users are called as the IAM users. These IAM users don't have the permissions on all the services. The permissions of this IAM user will be managed by this root user. Permission meaning this IAM user, what he can do once after he logged into the console, what the services that he can access, all those things will be controlled and then managed by this root user. So consider root user is like a super admin, account owner. Now you are creating your account, meaning you are a super admin or a root user. So enter. Why we are entering for explore free products with a new AWS account here. So 12 months free subscription we are trying to use, and some always free services that we would like to use within the specified limits. That is the reason we are signing up for this AWS. Let me use my email ID, a valid email ID. Let me use and use account name. Choose name of your account, our choice here. But this account name should have to be exist, should not to be exist, or should not be match with other account ID. For example, if I entered this account ID which is already existed, which is already there, let me just say verify my email ID. So now what happened to my email? I got a verification email ID, verification code. I get it, right? So I just entered. See, I got the verification email. So this is the verification code. Take this verification code and enter here. Just ask it for verify. Yes, perfect. It's you. Your email address has been successfully verified. Now root user password. Choose one password. So I'm choosing one password. I'm choosing one password. Make sure the password should be with a password policy. That means, let me scroll down. Verification code we entered. Now asking us to enter the password. The password should be with the password policies. Uppercase letter, lowercase letter, numbers, non-alphanumeric characters. At least 8 characters must be there, right? In that 8 characters, at least 3 of the these 4 should be there. One uppercase or one lowercase, one number or one non-alphanumeric. So that should be combination. Now I entered such a details. I'm starting now, going to the step 1 of 5. Right. Continue step 1 of 5. A total 5 steps are there. I was enter the details and then continuing for the step 1 of 5. Yes, now sign up for AWS. Contact information. How do you plan to use? Business for your work, school or organization, or personal for your own projects? Let me choose personal. Please guys, give the personal only. Full name. Let me give my teaching. My teaching. Let's see. Why I'm not giving the like this, because I already have taken an account with this name. That is the reason. Or else let me go ahead. And we are in India. we are in India, give almost all the genuine information only. So let me give the my mobile number. Just a moment. Let me give my mobile number. Let me enter my mobile number. 8077701865. So this is what my mobile number. Next, India. Choose India and then address. Give the address. Hyderabad, city Hyderabad, state Telangana, postal code 5,72. So agree. Click on agree. Here what it is saying is customer with an Indian contract address are served by Amazon Internet Services Private Limited, AISPL. AISPL is the local seller for AWS services in India. So AISPL is a customer service center which they started in Bangalore for all the Indians who registered into the AWS console, and for all the Indians who has to pay the bills, right? So those customer service center which will do the calls to the customers and then ask them to, or um, make an awareness, providing an awareness for them to that the services which they will use might get charged, or if you forget to pay the bill, they will call us and then ask us to pay. Like that, these services they will do. So Amazon Internet Services Private Limited, which was started in the Bangalore. So this is the step 2, right? So step 2 is what our address verification step. This is the address step. So step 2 is what? Address step. So once after we sign in, so this is what the address step. Perfect. Now let me continue and asking my credit card or debit card number. So what I will do is I will stop my screen share and then enter my credit card or debit card number. Then I will again restart my screen share. Okay. Here what it is doing is we will not charge you for usage below AWS free tier limits. If you use within the free tier limits, we will not charge you. We may temporarily hold up to 1 USD or equivalent amount in the currency. If it is the US from where we are registering, 1 USD will be deducted. If it is India, 2 rupees will be deducted from your account as a pending transaction for 3 to 5 days to verify your identity. So they will verify our identity, saying like 3 to 5 days, but it won't take much time. Just within 5 to 10 minutes, they will give the account activation to us. But make sure we have to give our valid details, meaning the right credit card or debit card information. Better if we provide the Visa card details or MasterCard details and all. You can also give debit card number. Okay, and make sure don't select auto debit. That I will discuss in the next billing section. In the next topic I'll discuss. But for now, I'm stopping my screen share. Let me enter some numbers. Oh, the numbers are visible. So that is the reason. Let me stop my screen share and then complete this step and then again share my screen, because if I entered all these things in front of you, right, it is a vulnerability. Maybe it is recording, right? I'll also stop the recording for safer purpose. Okay, again I will resume the recording. Stop recording. Are you sure you want to stop recording to the cloud? Yeah. And sharing my screen. So here it is asking us to, in the same screen only, the same screen like this only.
Sir, with single card, how many accounts we can create, sir?
We can create any number of accounts we can create with a single card. So they are not verifying that this card is already used, kind of. Okay, right. Now, do you have a PAN? Please don't select PAN. In fact, We have the pawn, we know, but don't select the pawn. Okay. So verify and then continue. Okay. We will go to the next page where it will ask us to enter the OTP.
Sir, can we use debit card also?
Yes, debit card also. In fact, I'm using now debit card only.
Okay.
Yeah. So OTP I got. I'm using my Paytm card. So OTP I got. I'm just entering the OTP. One moment. Let me enter. Yes, I am submitting. Now 2 rupees from my account will be deducted. And of course, those 2 rupees will be again added back. Perfect. Now, what it says, sign up for AWS, confirm your identity. So do you want to confirm your mobile number via a text message or a voice call? I want it through a text message, and my mobile number is, let me enter my mobile number one more time. Any mobile number you can give. It is not the rule like, you have to give the same mobile number linked to your account number. No, that is not the rule. Any number you can give. I'm just giving the other number than my linked account number. Yes. Yes, but give the proper number. And let us do this security check and then send SMS. Now I will get the SMS verification code. Yes, I got it. Let me enter that verification code. Yes, I entered. Now continue. Perfect. It is asking me sign up for AWS, select a plan. Basic support, free plan I want. Developer support, $29 per month. No, I don't want this. I don't want this. Always go for this basic support. If any required, we will go for its pay and all, but always go for the basic support. Finally, complete sign up. Click on complete sign up. This will take little time to activate our account. Congratulations. Thank you for signing up for AWS. We are activating your account. Which should only take a few minutes. You will receive an email when this is completed. Let us go and then see the email, such an email that I got any. Yes. Welcome to Amazon Web Services. Thank you for creating, just a minute ago I got it. Thank you for creating an Amazon AWS account. For the next 12 months, you will have free access to compute, storage, database, and application services. So learn more about the free tier pricing and all it given. That's okay. And click on go to the AWS management console. Perfect. Now registration confirm. Personalize your experience. My role is my interested area. That is not required. No need to personalize our details. Just click on the sign in console. Now being a root user, just log in. Give the valid email ID. Give the valid email ID which you have used. And then the password that you have chosen while creating the account. Awesome. Now we are here on the service, meaning we are here, right? So no recently visited services because this is a bare new account I have created. No recently visited services. And did you see by default, we are logging to the Mumbai region. Why? Because I have chosen the India as my country code, India mobile number I have given, address I have given. Based on that, it computed that I am belong to India. My region is Mumbai. However, I will explain about these regions and all coming up sessions. But this is what your landing page. Okay. Now, in this landing page, I will go through the AWS management console, how to understand it. So, but before that, these are all the steps we have completed. See, authenticating transaction, phone verification, basic plan selection, and then finally we are here, right? Login and then give root username password. So we'll be logging to AWS management console. A step-by-step document I have provided just to follow it and then create your AWS free tier account. Okay, before continuing further, like AWS management console walkthrough, any questions in creating the free tier account? Any questions in creating the free tier account? Okay, what we have to, careful. Number one, we should be with a valid email ID and mobile number. Next, we should be with a valid debit card. Don't give your credit card, debit card number. Next, we should be with a okay, we should be with a valid address, a rough address. No need to enter your house number and all. And what we need to do, select the personal account, select the personal purpose, and don't enter the PAN number. Don't enter the PAN number. These are what we have seen as part of this creating a subscription. Okay, this is fine. Now, no recently visited services. So just click on view all services or explore one of these commonly visited AWS services. If you want, you can explore them, is what he is suggesting. But let me take a screenshot of it just for a while. And then as this is the very brand page, so let me just take a screenshot of it and then paste it in our document. Of course, I already have pasted this, but let me replace it with this one. Perfect. Okay, click on this view all services. Click on this view all services. Compute services, services by category. How many categories we have? Just see. Compute, containers, storage. So let me take the services by category. A lot of services we have, around 200 plus services we have. Compute services, and then containers services, then storage services, then database services, then migration and transfers, then networking and content delivery, then developer tools. Just let me take all the possible, all the categories: customer enablement and robotics, blockchain, robotics, blockchain, satellite services as well, grounds, quantum technologies, management and then governance, then media services. Right, so these are how many categories so far? 25 to 38, meaning 13 services. Now, let me go a little top. Machine learning services, and then analytics services, and then security, identity, and compliance, and then security, identity, compliance, then cost management, and then front end web and mobile, then AR and VR, augmented reality, and then virtual reality, and then application integration, and business applications, and end user computing, then Internet of Things, IoT, and game development finally. So these are all the services by category. So 15 categories starts from 25 to 15 categories if we can take, right? So game development, Control C. Let me go to the documentation. Services by category. AWS services by category. Yes. So these are all the services. Let me take a numbers. Yes. 25 categories we have. A total of 25 categories. A total of 25 categories. And then in this 25 categories, 200 plus services are there. Okay. In this, what are all the categories that we will discuss? Compute is what we will discuss. And then compute, container storage, database, migration, transfer. So this is what is the area, meaning we'll discuss about these services. My bad, Control Z. Let me highlight this. And then management and governance also we'll discuss. And then security, cost management. So these again we'll discuss. And then application integration, business applications is what again we will discuss. Right, around 25 categories. We'll discuss 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 to 12 categories is what we will discuss. In this 10 to 12 categories, around 15 to 20 services is what we will discuss, which are very good enough for your cloud practitioner certification plus cloud in a associate architect, right? So AWS associate, AWS architect associate certification. So for these two certifications, will be we are good enough to eligible and then write the examinations if you follow these sessions carefully, and also if you see the dumps preparation in the third-party websites. Perfect. Now let us go through the AWS management console walkthrough. So just let me prepare one more documentation here. AWS management console walkthrough. Just give me a moment. Yes. So this is the document that I would like to update now. AWS management console walkthrough. Just in a moment. AWS management console walk. Okay. So AWS services are categorized, right? AWS categorized. Okay, however, let us go to here. AWS services are categorized into, okay, AWS AWS have around 200 plus services, and those 200 plus services were categorized into 25 categories. Just let me. AWS is offering 250 200 plus services, 200 plus services in the below 25 categories, right? So below 25 categories, it is offering 200 plus services. Let me first save this document on the desktop. Later in time, I will share with you. AWS management console. Perfect. So these are the 25 service or 25 categories we have. Next, AWS management console, we can understand in the following way. By favorites, meaning how to make it how to make something as a favorite, and we need to understand Cloud Shell, and we need to understand the recently visited services, and then build a solution, and then AWS console mobile app, and AWS search features. And very important point is what, billing, budget alarm, budget and billing alarm. So these are all the categories where we can navigate, where we have to navigate through and then understand this AWS management console. The first one is the favorites. So this will help us to favorite a service, so that we no need to search for it. Rather, it will be added as the tab or banner. So let us see this. For example, always my favorite is Elastic Kubernetes service. Just let me click on this. Or we have to go to all services and then we have to make it as a favorite. Not like this. Go back. Okay, all services is what here, and click on this favorites. Now your favorite services will appear here. So what is my favorite service in containers? Elastic Kubernetes service is my favorite, right? So this is the way how we can choose our favorite. So once we select, so go to these services and click on this containers. What my favorite is this one. Whatever is favorite for you, you just make as a favorite. Then this EKS, Elastic Kubernetes service, will be come as a favorite service. Then this EKS will be added as a banner as shown below. Right now, see, Elastic Kubernetes services is added here. You got it, huh? So whatever we have chosen, that is added here. So for this, we no need to search here, like Elastic, no need to search here, right? Elastic, Kubernetes, service, no need to search here. Because we added it as a favorite, so it already came to us to this banner. So this is about the favorite one. Next is what? Cloud Shell. Okay, let me do more services favorite. For example, in compute, I want to make EC2 as favorite, and Lambda in programming I want to favorite, and next in networking, networking and then content. My favorite is VPC. Yes, this is always my favorite. Route 53 also my favorite. So likewise, and security and access management, IAM is my favorite. Perfect. See, all these services came as a favorites. Later in time, if I want to go to C2, I can select it. If I want to go to VPC, I can select it. If I want to go to Route 53, I can select it. I no need to search for them. Perfect. Then next is what? Next is Cloud Shell. This is introduced recently. Recently, in the sense, 2 to 3 years back, this has been introduced. That is recently, correct? So AWS Cloud Shell. So why we need to discuss is, because some certification questions are asking on this one. What is this Cloud Shell? So AWS Cloud Shell is a browser-based shell that makes it easy to securely manage, explore, and interact with your AWS resources. Cloud Shell is a pre-authenticated with your console credentials, right? Common development and operation tools are pre-installed, like CLI and all pre-installed. Going forward, you will understand. So, but till here, this is good enough for us to take a notes about it. So it is a Cloud Shell is what? It is a browser-based shell to interact with our resources. Resources meaning the services, cloud services, what we would like to work with is called as the AWS resources. Right. So how to take it? So just click on it. This is what is the Cloud Shell. So log in, then just take a Cloud Shell. This is what is Cloud Shell. Perfect. So once we click on this Cloud Shell, it will be open a shell. See, it open a shell. Welcome to AWS Cloud Shell. AWS Cloud Shell is a browser-based shell that gives you command line services, pre-installed tools like AWS CLI, Python, Node.js, and more, 1 GB of storage, and then saved files and all we get. So just let me take the screenshot of it and then update our nodes. Right. So as soon as we click on it, we'll be go to here. Don't do anything, just close it. Now we'll be on this Cloud Shell. Then the Cloud Shell will be open for this, meaning Cloud Shell will be open like this. So here we can use the commands to operate the services. For example, if you want to know our AWS username, just check AWS -help profile -- profile. It is giving. Just let me give -- profile. Usage AWS -- profile and then the profile. Okay, -- profile Let me give my profile. No, it is not given. The following are prerequisite. Okay, but we can operate through the commands. So once we just log on, then we will be able to operate the services using the command. So what are the commands that we have to use? Those things we can find it in our documentation. Okay, so we will use them later in time when we will work with the Kubernetes and when we will work with the cloud deployments basically. Okay, so this is what about the Cloud Shell, where we can enter the details and all. For example, say pwd present working directory, we are here. So let's say who am I? Am a Cloud Shell user, right? So I'm a Cloud Shell user, and then I'm in this directory, and then date. So it is the date now, right? So it is giving us like let me say ls-lrt, no, ls-a. So it is just a Ubuntu or Linux operating system a shell actually it opened. How did I understand? By this bash profile, bash logout, bash rc.config, I came to know. Seems to be this is a like our Linux shell. So just let me take a screenshot of it and let me highlight these commands. Just let me highlight these commands. This will take it in the screenshot. So later in time, if you want to access the resources like EC2 machine or S3 bucket or CloudFront or any domain, like if you want to check any domain, you want to ping anything. So all those things we can ping from here, meaning we can do from this command line. Fine. So that's it about this AWS Cloud Shell. Okay, what next? Recently visited. Now again, let's go back to our AWS console. Just I'm just back navigating. I'm going back. Okay, I'm just going back. Now see, recently visited. So recently visited, it shown now Cloud Shell and then Elastic Kubernetes services. So recently visited section is giving us directly giving us like what we have used last time, right? If we click on this info, jump in where you left off and navigate to the AWS services you mostly worked with. To view all AWS services, choose view all AWS services at the bottom of the widget, but this is what it's meaning. It visited is help us to jump to the section here and then where we stopped earlier, right? So for example, today I worked with the Cloud Shell. Tomorrow when I log in, it will show me the Cloud Shell as your recently visited service. Okay, so jump in where we left off and navigate to the AWS services that we most recently worked with. For example, let me log out for today. Okay, just let me log out for today, and again let me log in. See dot my teaching at gmail.com. Then let me enter credential. Now see, directly it is taken us to recently visited services, right? So when we log out and log in again, it will show us the recently visited services as shown. So these are the very, very basics that are required in the Kubernetes practitioner examination. So that is the reason we are covering all these things. So if you want to view all the services, just we need to click on this view all services. Otherwise, it is giving us the recently visited. Okay, so this is what the recently visited services. Note. So just a simple note we want here. What is that note is? If we want to see all the services, we have to click on the link provided to view all services as shown below, as shown above. Okay, so that is what the recently visited. Then build a solution. Okay, that's all for today. And tomorrow, let us see the another features, and then we will start the IAM service. So that's all for today, folks. Anything else for me? Anything else for me? Okay, if nothing is there for me, then let us go to our tomorrow. Let us go to our fourth demo, and in the fourth AWS demo, let us start the IAM service. And by completing the AWS management remaining console features, once after we complete them, then let us start the IAM services. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is very, very important class because we're going to start IAM services. I will give an in-depth of the IAM services. If you understand the in-depth of it, you will be work with any service very easily. However, thank you so much for today's session.
Narsi, here all of you. Actually, you will share these documents so that tomorrow by that we can create that AWS account and use with the help of these documents and you will share, right?
Sure. So who have meaning DevOps folks are there, right? Whoever not joined for the demo, meaning whoever not as part of the demo, only as part of this DevOps with AWS registered. For them, I will share these documents for sure. Okay. And if you guys are not yet registered, if you want that document, I will ask the management team to share it with you. Who are attending for the demos, for them also, I will ask our management team to share this document with you by tomorrow mostly. Fine. Tomorrow morning, you will get an email with this document.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for joining my session. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow with the IAM service, a very, very important service and very crucial service. Thank you so much.